guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 5, Episode 5 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United, our bid to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today we put to one side actually because we're playing the Manchester clubs in the league. It's Manchester United at home, Manchester City away, and can we keep this incredible start to the season going? We're going to find out very shortly. I thought we'd start by having a quick look at the youth teams. I've sort of combined the under-18s and the under-23 teams so we can see and sorted them by potential so we can see what we have coming through the club right now. Top of the pile here, of course, is Asane and Deo. He was in our youth intake. That's what we're looking for. Last season, we're slowly convincing him he's a winger, not a striker. He can't finish. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. He's not going to play as a striker ever because he can't finish the chance. But there we go. Very, very high potential. Leeds, of course, who we signed. He's out on loan this season at Alaves in La Liga, so he's coming along nicely for us. Kachiatrian, of course, we signed him for £10,000 this summer just gone, so he's coming along nicely. He's getting to the point where he's pushing for first team call-up, I think, but we'll let him develop a little bit more down here where he's playing all the time. And then, of course, Tology Ahmed, I guess you'd pronounce it. He came through our youth intake last season as well. He is coming along like a house on fire. And really, really looking good. There's a couple of others here. I think they've got to be at least a 3-star potential, have any chance of being in the first team. So we've got a few others there that are sort of in the ballpark, let's say. But I think they're sort of the main 4 guys that at some point we will likely see in the first team. Now we do have 3 games to catch you up on since last episode. Let's get to those now, starting with our Carabao Cup 4th round tie against West Ham United. We took an early lead when Alina won possession and played in Edmondson. And roles were reversed in the 24th minute when Edmondson slipped in Alina. West Ham pulled one back midway through the second half with a stunner. But we secured the tie late on when McCalmont crossed for Leao. So there we go, we were good without being great in this one, I would say. We got into the next round, a stunning strike from Jordan Henderson, wasn't it, to pull one back for them. But we got the job done, and this was actually our 10th win in a row, which was a new club record. So well done, everybody. We're setting records at the club, which is brilliant. Next up, we played Everton in the league. Nathan Wood headed us into an early lead, but Everton pegged us back midway through the first half. Wood popped up with a second to restore our lead before half-time, and Coyle picked out Renier in the second half to secure the points. Second game in a row, I'd say we weren't great in this one. It was a relatively even game. Set pieces really saved us. Nathan Wood, who has got a call up for the England squad after the Manchester United game, between the 2 games, there was an international break, and Nathan Wood has been called up for the very first time for England. So let's hope he gets himself a cap. There's no wage increase involved in that, is there? In which case, maybe we hope he doesn't get a cap. No, there's no wage increase. So let's hope he gets a cap and does himself proud. But 2 goals there. Renier with a goal as well. I mean, it was 3 points, job done away from home, but not ideal. Next up, we played Feyenoord away from home in the Europa League group stages. We fell behind in the first half, hit on the break. But we drew level in the second half when Leao won possession and found Edmondson in the box. And we took the lead moments later with Edmondson second. However, we lost our winning run to a great late strike. So there we go, the winning run comes to an end at 11, and to be honest, I think in hindsight I may have made too many changes for this one, but you can see by the match stats, and you can see by the goals we conceded, particularly their equaliser, we did deserve to win the game. It was just one of those where we just missed so many chances. We gave Olivier Ferreira a game at right back, because we had to play Wan-Bissaka. Did we play Wan-Bissaka at right? No. I can't remember what I played. No, maybe I didn't. I was going to play Wan-Bissaka at right wing at some point if I didn't. Did I do it in the Everton game? Let's just stay with me here while well, there we go. So that's where Wan-Bissaka played right wing. I wasn't losing it. But yeah, it was a bit of a disappointing game, as I said. It's annoying the winning run comes to an end. Edmondson banging in the goals, wonderful stuff from him. But yeah, I think maybe just 1 or 2 many changes there, perhaps. We had Leao on the left wing for this one. I think we'll have a look at the league tables. It just maybe the slight problem we've got is that with the Under injury and Ruiz's injury, we've been a little bit short, I guess, in wide areas. So I think that's maybe just taking a little bit of a toll on us, but everybody should be back soon. You can see there we've qualified from the Europa League. We just need to make sure our next game is at home to Fenerbahce. If we win that, then we'll have, or even if we draw it, we'll have guaranteed ourselves top spot. Unless Feyenoord win, and then maybe not. But we'd have to lose to Red Star, which shouldn't happen. Anyway, we're through the group, which is the main thing. And Premier League table, we are sitting very happily on top of the league. A plus 26 goal difference, 29 points. And we play second in the league, Manchester United, right now. And if we can even just avoid defeat here, although it's at home, you'd like to think we could win. We'll be in a really, really good spot, I think. So there we go. We are favourites for this one. We have a poor record, let's be honest. 2 wins, 1 draw, and 5 defeats to Manchester United. They do have a new manager. It's Marcelo Gallardo. He was a good player in Football Manager back in the day for River Plate, wasn't he? He's a really good manager as well. I don't think we've played him before. So they're an attacking, passing, playing style. They press urgently. If we have a look here, this is how we're expecting them to play. This is how they played when they beat Chelsea last time out. And to be honest, they are sort of the class of the field other than ourselves. They've sort of consistently been right up there with us. We can see their key passers as well. Let's go have a look at the team that we're sending out. It's pretty much full strength. We do have a few injury concerns. Louis Coyle's picked up a bit of a knock, so he's not available for this one. Unda is coming back from injury, but not fit for this one. And if we have a look at fatigued players as well, Oliviera wouldn't have played in any case, but Abel Ruiz is match fatigued. Just trying to get him back to match fitness. He's playing a lot of games, so we're not going to risk a reoccurrence of the injury there. So it's Onana in goal. It's Brad Darich, who has actually come to me complaining about first-team football. So we're going to give him games and just hope that till he's happy again, and then hope that Zagreb doesn't kick off. So Brad Darich, Pongranich, Wood, and Wan Bissaka comes into play against his former club. It's Phillips and Mariba in midfield. It's Bowen, Renier, and Vavake in behind Erling Haaland. Let's go. So we are matching up formations with them, so let's hope that... let's hope that we are the better team here. Jardem says, expect to prove a point today. We've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. Just go out there and play your natural game. Let's try that. I do wonder if there's just some of the poorer performances recently. It's just been a little bit of a pressure build-up. So let's try that. This is Calvin Phillips' 250th league appearance for Leeds United as well, so well done to him. What a servant he has been. And I do want to quickly say a very big thank you to a new Patreon supporter of mine, John. So much appreciation there, guys. As I always say, it's not expected, but it is appreciated. There is a link to the Patreon if you're interested down in the description. But yeah, big thank you to John and the rest of my Patreon supporters. It really does make the world of difference. Alright, here we go with a nice highlight. Can we look to build up from the back here? Renier with a little bit of space to run into. He's walked through 2. He's gone straight through the team. Renier with a goal of the season contender. No, he just doesn't find the finish. It was a cracking run. He just couldn't get the finish at the end of it. Now we've got work to do defending a corner. Let's not concede from this, please, boys. Mariba heads it clear. It's still there. It's second ball. I'm not sure where that went backwards, but a little bit of danger here. Can we get a block in? Can we get a cross block in? Can we get a tackle in? Something, boys. Foot in. Ball to the back post. It's Rashford, and Rashford has opened the scoring, and not the best defending from the set piece there, I would say. We'll tell him to show some passion, and hopefully we can sort of come back quickly from that. But we just never got it clear, did it? Ball to the back post. We've been sucked in there. Is that Wan Bissaka against his former team? He got back into shape. Okay, shape of the back 4 there. Was it off? I mean, it wasn't offside because it wasn't given. No, Bissaka, although there's 2 of them there, they've both done it. So there we go. Work to do, boys. Work to do. As I said, it's just recently the form is just. There's just signs that we're not quite completely at it. We'll give him a concentrate. We exploit the flanks. We're not. So let's go back and exploit the flanks. We're looking a little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive. We might try and give them maybe a calm down as the next shout. Just, boys, come on. We're still a good team here. There's kind of like I said last episode, the free scoring like that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to last forever. But, yeah, I just wonder if the state of the season now, it just needs a bit of a rethink as to exactly how we approach games, how I approach team talks, things like that, now that we are looking to be very much title contenders. Can we get to that? No, we can't. I don't necessarily think we need to worry about changing too much about the way we're playing. Wan Bissaka's there. That's not the best. I almost didn't play him up against his former club, and that is a horrible tackle from Wan Bissaka, and we're 2-0 down, and it's not looking particularly good. let's give it a calm down. We don't necessarily need to see that again. It was a horrible lungy tackle from Wan-Bissaka. He's lucky he didn't get himself sent off, actually. And it's not been a good performance. It's the first time this season I'd say that this has been poor. Can we get ourselves a goal back before the break? Haaland's there. Is he offside? Renier? I don't think he is. Is it being given? I don't know. If he's running back with the ball, I think it has been given. Yeah, I'd like to see how close he was to offside. A 7th goal of the season. It must be tight. Let's give it a constant. Let's give it a demand more. There was no second highlight, so we've given ourselves a lifeline back into the game on the stroke of half time. But yeah, I'd like to see how close exactly that was to offside. Boys, I'm going to, just to calm, that wasn't good enough. I don't want to yell at them. We're already looking a little bit nervous and apprehensive. I'm wondering, we were playing a high defensive line. You know what we might do? I'm wondering actually if one thing we need to do is just be doing this from the start of games. And just try and really put pressure on teams. If maybe we're just being a little bit too cautious now. If teams are, again, we've sort of improved our reputation within the league that, we're going to be a good attacking team, and maybe we just need to put more pressure on teams. All right, let's see what we can do here. Wood all the way back there to Onana again. Kick-off highlight. So I'd like to, if we could get straight back on level terms after the break, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Wood, there's a good ball for Bowen. Bowen's got Haaland with him. Is he going to go himself? Is he going to go himself? He is, and it's a little bit selfie. I don't know if there was an avenue for a pass there. Just didn't have the finish at the end there, though, did he? Let's get creative. Nervous and apprehensive, boys. What is this? What we don't want to do, of course, is go back 2 goals behind. It's a good save by Onana. Wood rushes in and makes the clearance. Is the highlight going to continue, though? Good tackle from Renier. A little bit lungy, perhaps, for a man on a booking, but that's the problem with get stuck in, isn't it? All right, Bowen's not having a great day. We do have the youngster Baker on the bench. Boys, what is this? What is this? All right, we're going to make some changes because it's not working for me. So Wan-Bissaka, I shouldn't have played him against his former club. Brad Darich, off you go, mate. And Bowen's not having a great day. All right, let's go with it. Let's put the youngster on. Triple change on the hour mark. We've gone full Mourinho on that one. Let's see if we can... if we can get ourselves a nice little equaliser here. Wood, again, playing out from the back. Pongranic is there. I don't like the number of yellow cards. There's only 2. We must just be seeing everybody on the yellow card right now. Here we go with Zagreb getting forward. What can he do? Zagreb goes back. It's okay. Controlled possession. I like it. Phillips in there for Mariba. Back for Phillips. It's there for Valverde. Phillips goes over the top there for Zagreb getting forward. Zagreb, good ball. Haaland! Oh, it's over the top. What do we say? We do have a shout. We'll wait for the end of this highlight to give it, obviously. I'm wondering if maybe we want to defend with a little bit more width here. They are sort of playing in wide areas, but then they're cutting in. I don't know what to do. Phillips, good tackle there for Renier to pick up the loose ball. It's over top of Valverde. Go on, Felix. Valverde. Oh, he looked comfortable. He just shifted at the last second. I thought he was going to go under the keeper, but De Gea made a decent save. And it's Phillips now, the quarter-century man, to knock it in. Can we get ahead on the end of it? We can. That's over the bar again. I think a concentrate shout here, boys. Come on. We're still looking anxious. Another highlight. We've definitely looked a little bit better this second half, haven't we? Phillips on the ball again. Can we rescue a point here? It's not a down. It's clear. It's fallen for us, though. Back to Phillips. Phillips round the corner ball there for Zagreb. It's a good ball for Valverde. Valverde beats his man. Can he get a cross in? Valverde pulls it back. Haaland's there. Oh, what a save that is. How have we not equalised there? It was such good build-up play. Haaland has absolutely lathered it. And somehow the keeper's made the save. Baker to pick up the headed clearance. Is the highlight going to continue? No, it is not. And it is another Leeds United. We are battering them. Sutar, can he get a cross in? He can, but it's blocked. Mariba will pick it up, though. He goes back there for Calvin Phillips. Phillips goes back for Wood. Wood takes his time back for Phillips, for Mariba. Good ball for Renier. Renier for Haaland! Oh, he tricked me. The game tricked me with the sub. How have we not scored that again? We need another sub for Haaland. We need a no pressure, boys. Look at this. What is wrong with this team right now? The team talk obviously wasn't a great one. Yeah. We've sent them out in sort of the wrong mentality. And are we going to lose a game of football? Oh, the invincible season, it's gone. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. I don't think we deserved that. In the end, we were quite brilliant. We just gave ourselves too much work to do in that first half. That's really disappointing. Wan-Bissaka suffers defeat against his former club, and he was at fault for the first goal too, really, wasn't he? Not marking his man there. Well, that's disappointing, guys. Wait right there. We'll play through the international break, and we'll go to Manchester City next. Okay, welcome back, and let's put that behind us, move forward, and try and get the win here against Manchester City. Now, before that, there's sometimes in the game that just a transfer is just weird, and I'm going to say 146 million for Matteo Guendouzi from Atletico Madrid is just a little bit weird. He's a good, you would even argue a great player, but 146 million, I don't know about that, and especially Atletico Madrid, I don't know where they get that sort of money from. I haven't noticed them sell anybody particularly big, though they did have a good run in the Champions League last season, didn't they? So, yeah, a bit of a strange one, that one. Now, let's have a look what we're up against here in Manchester City. We're away from home this time. It's really disappointing to have lost at home last time, isn't it? But anyway, we're Evans favourites. They are struggling this year. They're down there in 9th. They're really struggling, as a matter of fact, by their own standards. Only 2 points out of 5th, though, so that's not the end of the world for them. This is what we're up against now. Of course, they are a Jose Mourinho coach team these days in game, so that's a little bit interesting. A cautious, direct style of play. It's Mourinho football. We know all about it, don't we? There's the team. Some interesting names in there. Patrick Schick up top. Dembele, who we know is quick as well. We can see here their positional heat map from their defeat to Newcastle. Unbelievable. So we can see that there, their passing network and their key passes as well. So look at the team we're sending out. Now as there was an international break. Now first things I should say, we do have 2 new internationals. We do have Abel Ruiz made his debut for Spain, which is excellent. So he has a Spanish cap under his belt now. And Nathan Wood did indeed make his England debut. He also scored a goal. So excellent start to him. Now you may notice they're not playing. And the reason for that is just match fatigue. It happens after an international break. Look at all the players here that have just come back match fatigued, and as I keep saying time and time again, match fatigued players, they just generally don't play well, so I'm not going to pick any of them. It does leave us looking maybe a little bit thin though. Onana in goal, Zagreb, Felix, Dean and Coyle, not the ideal centre duo to play in the league, but it is what it is. McCalmont and Bogac go in midfield. It's Under back from injury with Renier and Bowen down the wings. Edmondson goes up top. Let's see what we can do. So there we go, they are playing as expected with the bus parked, as it tends to be with Mourinho, doesn't it? Joe Dem says they expected to prove a point today. Come on lads, show me what you can do. Let's go with that. I do wonder if it can only have been the team talk against United, because we were poor. But, we can only rebound from that, and hopefully it's not going to be just a disappointing episode all round. But I think just the fact that their body language was so off all game, that can only be my fault. The team talk was just a poor one. I think I have to hold my hands up there, because it was just a weird game. Second half, I thought we looked better, like I said at the time, but it was just a little bit too late, wasn't it? Here we go, a set piece to defend. There's no one there. Oh, luckily it's gone over the bar. One thing we are doing from the start this time is we are pressing them. We're not going to get stuck in. I always think that just gives away fouls and free kicks and things like that. So that's a terrible throw from Zagreb. Hopefully... Oh, I thought that was going to creep in the far post there. Hopefully that won't be a problem for us this time around, though. We're certainly on the back foot, though, here, aren't we? Under can't quite get to it. Maybe we do need to get stuck in. Dembele brings it forward to the byline, and it is behind for a goal kick, is it? Yes. But we haven't threatened them as of yet, have we here? All right, here we go. This is looking more like an attacking highlight for us. Renier has the ball at his feet. Cuts in. It's Edmondson. He can't get there. Can we get to that? We can. McCalmont's there. McCalmont. Back for Bogac. Bogac, can he thread a pass? No, it's hacked clear. Dean is there. Knocks it down. Nicely done for McCalmont. McCalmont over there for Coyle. It's the 2 centre-backs apart. There's no one in this particular lineup that I wouldn't say that we could play in a first-choice team. I just think maybe as a group, there's not too many first-choice players there, which is a little bit concerning. Bowen, nice knockdown. It can't quite find its way to Edmondson. Dean wins the ball nicely there. It's a good test for Max Dean, because I think he is someone... Oh, Under! Absolutely crushed it, and it's hit the crossbar. I do think Dean is somebody who will become a first-team player for us in the next season or two. So it's a good test for him. Marley Felix, I'm less convinced about. I think he might only ever be a backup for us. It may have been a good game to play Liam Cooper, actually, but he's just come back from injury and he's not really match sharp, so it wasn't really an option for us. Oh, I thought maybe Bogac could have got in there for that one. Here we go with Dembele, bringing it forward. He's run straight through us, and that's a cracking goal. I'm wondering if maybe against Manchester City we don't want to do that. They're a cautious, direct team. I mean, that's a stunning goal. It may well end up being goal of the season. He's beaten 1, he's beaten 2, he's beaten 3. He's beaten the same man twice there, and then he's got the finish as well. That's what can happen sometimes, isn't it? Not particularly great though. Let's try and exploit the flanks here. And are we just experiencing our little hiccup in the season? That's over the bar as well. We did in the 2 weeks, we did a week's training, I should say, not a session, a week on defensive training, and then we did a week on attacking play leading into the game. We're not particularly seeing the benefit of either here right now, are we? Alright. We might need to be a little bit nasty here. That was poor. Dean, don't get yourself sent off. And yeah, we'll get back out there. And it's light and day, isn't it, from what we had seen in previous episodes and just previous games. This is like I did sort of mention at the start. There were signs that we were just having a bit of a difficult period. Boys, concentrate. Who's injured now? Rennie is injured. So we can bring Alina on for him. It's not the end of the world. Hopefully that's not too serious. But are we just going to start and see injuries and the like? Just slowly pick away at our season here. Concentrate, boys. Come on. Let's go get stuck in. We'll open ourselves up a little bit. We'll go back to counter-pressing. I don't usually like the counter-press sort of direct teams because I just feel like you're just giving them a reason to lump it forward into space. Can we get to that? Oh, you've got to win that ball. Who was that? It's Max Dean. You've got to win that, mate. And we've got away with that a little bit. Dembele couldn't finish it second time. It looks like it's been put behind for a corner. That's not getting stuck in, although he is on a booking, so you just got to be a little bit more intelligent there, don't you? Alina heads it clear. Unda can't get to it. It's come back in, and McCalmont has an air swing at it. McCalmont and Bogac keep getting in each other's way defensively. It's not the first time we've seen that this year. Zagreb with a good tackle. Not the first time we've seen that either. And here we go on the break. Alina, no, there's nothing there for us. All right, let's give it a concentrate. We just don't quite look at our very brilliant best here. Because before we had seen that, it didn't really matter who we played. We were just ripping teams. There's a poor pass. Bowen has pounced. Jared Bowen, please, mate. Please, Jared Bowen, straight at the goalkeeper. It will be a corner, but that was a better chance than that. Never really looked properly comfortable. He did have a man up there with him. I wonder if he could have taken it wide and looked to have sort of sucked the keeper in and played it across. But anyway, what's done is done. Here we go now with Zagreb. What's he got? Goes all the way back to Onana. I mean, that's fine, but we need to just a little bit more attacking intent. I wonder, let's try exploit the middle, perhaps. Edmondson's not having a good game up there. Let's get Liao on for him. Anything else we want to do? Jared Bowen's been poor. So has Unda. Unda's coming back from injury, so let's get Ruiz on for him, and that'll do it for our 3 changes, won't it? What do we say? Maybe a get creative when we can here. There's so much just anxious players all of a sudden, and I don't understand where that's come from. It can only be sort of the pressure of leading the league. It's just getting to, at least we've injured Dembele, so that's something. Alina now over a free kick. What can he do? It's straight into the wall. We've got a lot of players back, but it was not really an opportunity, I don't think, for a cross there, was it? Bowen out there for Zagreb. Can we get one bit of class at the end here? It's Abel Ruiz, and he's done it again. His first goal of the season. So often our saviour last season, he's popped up in the 90th minute. And has he just rescued a point for us? Let's demand a bit more. We'll go back off attacking. I think, given the way that this game has gone, and given the team that we've put out as well, we might just take a point and thank our lucky stars. Liao, I think he was onside anyway, but must have been very, very close to getting a touch there. And dare we dream of rescuing it late on. There's 6 minutes of stoppages. But stoppage time rolls past, and I think that's maybe a point both teams would be happy with. It was a wonder goal on their part, and it was an Abel Ruiz rescue mission late on. I'll say unlucky, but I'm not particularly pleased. Super sub Ruiz rescues Leeds United. Renier's injury, it's relatively serious. The fact that Ruiz is back, though, we can maybe just about get by with that. If we could play Ruiz and Alino in that number 10 role until he gets back. But that's a bit of a blow, to be honest. He's been quite good for us this season. But there we go. I think maybe a team meeting might be in order. We're probably going to fall off top of the table now. Liverpool's going to be right back in and only 4 points back from us. So I think maybe a team meeting, guys. We're doing well. Let's keep it up. Because, yeah, we've seen there. Just signs the last few games here. Not just November, to be honest, because these 2 games weren't particularly great. Just signs there that it's falling away just ever so slightly for us. But they were 2 tough games, so that's not the worst results. And I should say, too, we did get Brighton in the EFL Cup quarterfinal. I think what we'll do, as long as we don't lose to Fenerbahce at home, which will make it really tight for top of the group, I think what we'll do is we'll come back for that quarterfinal. And then we've got Arsenal at home as well. So that'll be 2 big games. So we'll get sort of stuck into December here. But if we were to lose against Fenerbahce, then we might come back for, say, Wolves and Red Star. But we'll see. We'll just kind of see how that goes. But yeah, as things stand right now, assuming we can get the job done against Fenerbahce, it'll be Brighton and Arsenal next episode. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.